This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
The Chelan County PUD's new 5-year contract to power Microsoft's Washington operations could bring the public utility up to $4.7 million in fees.
Funding for the George Community Hall roof replacement project has been included in the state capital budget approved Sunday night. The approved state capital budget includes $300,000 in funding for the Quincy Hospital design and engineering project.
The wind was howling on Saturday afternoon, but that didn't stop the Afraid of Tigers and Othello Husky softball teams from squaring off in the doubleheader that was pivotal for both teams.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
The Chelan County PUD's new 5-year contract to power Microsoft's Washington operations could bring the public utility up to $4.7 million in fees, above the market rate for electricity, in the first year alone. A copy of the PUD's contract with Microsoft shows over the next 5 years, the software giant will buy an average annual minimum of 306,000 megawatt hours of Columbia River hydropower, plus premiums to the PUD of either $12.71 or $14.56 per megawatt hour. That means at minimum the public utility will earn $3.6 million in yearly premiums from the deal. The PUD announced earlier this month it had already begun supplying its carbon-free hydropower to run Microsoft's Redmond and Puget Sound campuses. In return, Microsoft would partner with the utility district on ways to finally build out its fiber optic network to customers in Chelan County's most remote areas. Microsoft's power demand is predicted to decline over the life of the contract to a minimum of about 286,000 megawatt hours by 2024. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
Funding for the George Community Hall roof replacement project has been included in the state capital budget approved Sunday night. Lawmakers have allocated $201,000 for the project, thanks to the efforts of Representative Alex Ibarra and Senator Judy Warnick. The George Community Hall Board of Directors, which manages a number of events including the 4th of July celebration and the annual Bluegrass Festival, say the 55-year-old building has experienced truss failure, and engineers say the roof will need to be reconstructed, costing about $250,000, including demolition, redesign, and reconstruction. The board has already raised about $55,000 in matching funds to go along with the state money. Without that critical state funding, George Community Hall members say the facility would likely have been shut down. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
The approved state capital budget includes $300,000 in funding for the Quincy Hospital design and engineering project. The Port of Quincy and Quincy Valley Medical Center are conducting a study to determine if it's feasible to remodel the existing hospital or build a new facility. Port officials say the new partnership with Samaritan Healthcare, along with the potential remodel or new facility, will provide Western Grant County and the Quincy Valley financially sustainable and quality healthcare for years to come. Quincy Valley Medical Center was built in the late 1950s and needs to be updated, modernized, expanded, or rebuilt to meet the current needs of the Quincy Valley area. Port officials say modernizing the current facility or building a new hospital would provide enhanced access and improved care and attract more prospective businesses to the Quincy area. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
The wind was howling on Saturday afternoon, but that didn't stop the Afraid of Tigers and Othello Husky softball teams from squaring off in the doubleheader that was pivotal for both teams. The two games couldn't have gone any more different from each other, and each team took one game apiece. The first game was a defensive show with neither team scoring any runs in regulation. It took until the 8th inning before someone scored any points, and it was Ephrata's Kyler Heston, who ended the scoreless streak with a single-run home run in the top of the 8th inning that led to a Tigers victory 1-0. The second game saw much more scoring. The game started similarly, with neither team being able to score until things fell apart for the Tigers in the 3rd inning. The Huskies managed to capitalize on Tiger errors to score 5 runs, all with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Tigers quickly bounced back in the top of the 4th by scoring a run of their own, but the Huskies quickly killed any hope of a comeback by scoring 4 more runs in the bottom of the 4th. Othello senior Ebony Guzman hit a double that drove in 2 runs to end the game in the bottom of the 5th inning via mercy rule, 11-1. The Tigers are still in the driver's seat to finish as the number 2 seed with an 8-2 conference record. If the Tigers manage to win just one of the remaining 3 games, they'll clinch a top 2 seed. The Huskies advance to 8-4 in conference play, and the win at Wapato on Tuesday would see them lock up the number 3 seed in the conference. I'm Adam Chkoski for iFIBER One Sports.
This is iFIBER One News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.